Israel are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So straight into the action. And this is Neymar. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry.
Isak! That's another chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
So, a breakthrough already. Azar. And here's Dembele. Quality ball. And this is... It's all! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Rafael Varane. Cruyff. Ball played for Xavi. Shifted it to the flank. And it's Xavi. Mateus. And it's Xavi. And he's decided to go for it. Now, and there's the shot! Rising over the bar.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, he's got a sign of goal. Danilo. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He's got away. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Neymar.
Madrid really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Now it's Azar. Xavi, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something. Tries from distance. And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Bellingham. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Isak. Cannavaro has given away a free kick. Nuno Mendes. Isak. check claims comfortably. Figo. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Xavi could try. Xavi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Cruyff goes short. And he's gone backward here. Shot, surely! It's off target and by quite a way.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Bellingham. Now that looks a decent ball. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's Cruyff. Mateus. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. The normal. Sané. Played out towards the right wing. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cruyff. That's a sharp pass. And here's Cruyff. And this is Dembele. Mateus. And here's Cruyff. He's going for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's forced to go back. Danilo. 5 minutes till the break. And it's Figo looking for a runner. And he's picked it up out wide. Succumbs to the pressure. Figo delivers. Neto. Driving forward. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Israel clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Eto'o. Looking to play him in. Sané. Now it's Isak. That's it, 45 minutes up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Israel really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Number 15.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So straight into the second half.
Israel clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Hazard. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Delivers with whip. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Israel come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that...
He's had a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Israel really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly...
Oh, what a mistake! Oh, there's a probing ball. That's the throw. And that's definitely not his best. The normal. Sané. Figo. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Bale. Knocks it into space. And this is Messi. Messi's getting up there! Goal! Israel! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Israel leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Over to the right flank. Bigo receives it in a wide position. Danilo attempts a clearance. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He has given that the lot. The bang.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on it, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And yes, it's him again. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Mendes gets into a good position. Another throw-in. Pinches it off him. Now it's Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Can he get it through? Oh, no joy this time. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Israel clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's come to nothing. Israel perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Spread to the right. The less said about that pass, the better. Xavi. Haaland. Messi. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Looking for options for movement. Bigo crosses. Oh, good-looking ball. Bale, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. Oh, that's fabulous. Bigo! And he's really put himself on the line here.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And this is Hazard. Backward it goes. Can he finish? And again! A real chance and a real let-off. Danilo. Bigo in acres of space out wide. Out of play for a goal kick. Oh, easy pickings there. It'll be a throw-in. Mateus. Oh, good spread. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And it's Messi. And Messi! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Israel palpably stronger, better, superior. Danilo. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. He's shifting through the gears here. He leaps for it. Crossbar comes to the rescue. Well taken goal. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
7 minutes is number 15, Alexander Isak.
Madrid can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Substitution for Israel, number 20.
Madrid may be down, but not
Number
out just yet.
17, Hazard. Coming on the field,
Vinicius Junior.
number 14, Vinicius Junior. Number 5, Gullit.
Lenormand deals with that comfortably. And this is Messi.
6 added minutes
Bruno
have been
Fernandes.
indicated.
Isaac. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Figo. Stam does really well there. He is strong. Messi. Now it's Messi. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Figo. And here's Isak. Haaland. It's a really well-measured ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. That should be it. That will be it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things already rolling. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap.
He's having a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Dembele. No, that's been intercepted. Serginho. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's shifting through the gears here. Great vision. Brilliantly cut out. Camavinga. To Conceição. And it's Camavinga. Serginho. Vardiol has it out wide and in space. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele. This is promising. Israel leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. This is Dembele. And this is Eto'o. Oh, and the finish! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Messi. Hakimi. It's Camavinga. Zielinski.
Manchester United definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
He's had a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's been taken short. Big chance! And one more try! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mateus. And it's Cannavaro. Stam is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. And Mateus. Rafael Varane. Mbappe did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cannavaro getting forward. Francisco Conceição. It's Camavinga. Vardiol. Looking for the run. That is a great pick out. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, it's Dembele. He's got away.
Oh, great feat, that.
Figo. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe. Zielinski. Zielinski! Now who's... Oh, he's been caught napping! Messi is flagged offside. Can he get on the end of this? He's on it, can he get away? Van Dijk. Guardiola. Francisco Conceição. He's picked his way through. Tries to pass it through. Shapes to shoot! It's bounced back off the post.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Stood up well to him there. And he's managed to get free.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed. That's just playing it safe and simple.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Dembele. Francisco Conceição. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. He has found the way through. In with the challenge. Stam, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Xavi. Threads one in. Van Dijk clears without hesitation.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Passing nice and neat. And this is chance! He'll want to be quick to recover this. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the...
And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Israel just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Israel have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Van Dijk. And Guardiola. Camavinga. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Francisco Conceição. Plays it through. Dembele. And here's Eto'o. Oh, strongly challenged there.
Eto'o really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Knocks it into space. And he's picked it up out wide. And that's played in low. And the shot! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target. Messi plays it short. Shot, surely!
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Messi goes short. Israel are looking to go forward now. Not the most accurate pass. And he was quick to react. Israel are still that goal to the good. Hakimi, Messi, almost an hour gone. And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race, and another try! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
After 62 minutes.
That was a given. It always was.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Israel choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
There's the shot! Goal! Israel! And again they hit the front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
After 66 minutes is...
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Israel do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Hakimi. And it's Camavinga. And it's Conceição. Looking for options for movement. Spread it left. That has not gone well. So much shot at goal, and that's in.
And once more we are all square. You score, we score. Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
After 71 minutes is...
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Israel have opted to make another change here.
For Israel, number 6.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And this is Ibrahimovic. A lovely feat. It's Ibrahimovic! Just a tiny bit high.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Oh no, what has happened here? Rummenigge! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Israel are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And this is Hazard.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. No, that pass isn't the best. Mbappe. He's under a lot of pressure there. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He shifted it to the flank. Rummenigge, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
It's Ibrahimovic! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Manchester United are making a change now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Substitution for Israel. Number 17.
Israel now
Hazard.
on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this.
Chance for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Xavi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Mateus with the short one. Opts to... And the shot! Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. And this is Xavi. Great chance! And that's a tiny finish. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And the ball is out of play. Vardiol. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Bale. Oh, nicely intercepted. Valverde. It's a really well-measured ball. Now is this the final assault? And he whips it in. And time is up. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone... Rashford! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Ferran Torres. And it's Neymar.
I don't think there's a player out there, Peter, who is as tactically flexible as Francesco Totti. Of course, we know him best as a number 10 or a deeper line forward.
And does history record him as the first player, really, to play that kind of false nine role?
Yeah, I think that's right. And he was able to do that because of his great physicality to go with that wonderful technique. Who would have thought at the time that he would start a global trend? One that's become a standard now in leagues all around the world.
Trailblazer.
Absolutely.
And that's an errant pass. Zielinski. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Eto'o. He's found space here. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Could move up a gear here. Succumbs to the pressure. And this is Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Israel with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And now a sudden chance to counter. Figo. He's beaten the last man. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, this is a great position. Dembele! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Israel really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Cruyff goes short. And the finish! It's off target and by quite a way.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
And here's Eto'o. There's the shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt. Corner number 3 coming up. Cruyff plays it short. And this is Xavi. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rashford. So it is still 0-0. And it's Dembele. Now it's Eto'o. He's having a shot! That's going to go a long way. Mateus. Xavi, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. And he's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Nice. Oh, shooting chance!
Madrid really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Cannavaro is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Rafael Varane gets the foot in and wins the ball. Well, that pass isn't the... Can he finish? Goal! Simplicity itself.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who is left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Marcó en el minuto 36, el dorsal 6.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Totti, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. And this is Eto'o. He's looking wide, and he's being shifted off it. Great vision. Oh, perfectly measured that. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Israel have the chance to go the other way. He is through here. Looking for options for movement. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Rashford gets into a good position. Corner then. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Israel finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Israel can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
He leaps for it! Boom, header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Israel do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change.
Big chance! And that's a tidy finish. Israel back on level terms.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Israel restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Czech defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's picked his way through. Vigo stood his ground strongly. Vigo not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! And they get themselves in front! That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. Who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Madrid leading now. Vigo, who can single-handedly make a difference. And here's Bale, and here's Ibrahimovic. Chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Forced to go back. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Israel really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Xavi really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Ibrahimovic. Israel do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now it's Rashford. Good take, and is he in? That is lovely. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He has found the way through. Decent chance! Brilliant save from Donnarumma. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Ibrahimovic is offering a right smile there.
They're up to 5 corners now. Vigo with the short one. Backward, real chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Xavi is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Israel are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Zielinski. Van Dijk. Totti. Neymar. Spread to the right. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Bale. Oh, super find. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Israel really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Ibrahimovic. And this is Bale. Very nicely done. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
He had a chance to offload that left, so I think he's going to have to swallow his medicine on this one.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Oh, that's a key interception.
El dorsal 18, el dorsal 15.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Neymar. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Hazard. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Madrid nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
It's a promising position. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, important interception. Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. And Hazard. He's a sharp little ball here. He's onside. Messi. So what can they make of this? Can he get on the end of this? And that's a simple one for the keeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Oh, off the bar! White gets it away. Now it's Messi, and this is Hazard. That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Might be dangerous. Ibrahimovic! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Messi. Rice kept his eye on it, and he's there. White. Costa Curta. Tries to pass it through, and he's worked it through. And he's managed to get... There's the shot! Well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Now it's Batistuta. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Nicely spread. He's in a great position here. It's Ibrahimovic! It's anyone's ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Yamal. And he's there to retrieve it. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Vigo providing an outlet on that flank. Vigo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Just eases him off the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this... Oh, he's all alone! And the shot! It's a loose ball. Yamal's cross. Oh, good climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Xavi, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Mateus. Cruyff. And this is Messi. Messi! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
White. Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Flash. Batistuta! And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Threads one in. Rice. Now Costa Curta. Yamal given the lift of his goal. Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cruyff. Foot in. Batistuta. And here's Ibrahimovic. And Messi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And this is Vigo. He's picked his way through. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Rice has a look and plays it forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Ibrahimovic, out towards the flank. De Jong. Rodri. It's a really well-measured ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish! It's in! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Nicely aimed pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back underway.
Israel really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And this is Batistuta. Batistuta was alert to the possibility. Oh, he's on his own! And his chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Deftly away. White. Costa Curta. Rodri. Spread out to the left. That'll be a throw. Varane wins the duel this time. Ibrahimovic looking for options for movement. Hangs in a cross. And here comes the corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cruyff goes short. And a chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Chips it through. Impressive jump! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution for Israel. Number 21, Johan Cruyff. Number 23, Ibrahimovic. Coming on the field, number
Decent
19,
chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And it's made its way to him. Great ball, and tries a shot! He would have been quick to recover this. Good-looking ball. Messi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Batistuta. Stam is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Yamal. Israel are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Israel really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Azar. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Delivers, and a header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
White. Ribery.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
No, didn't quite have the weight on it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Israel are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage. Rivadavia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Terrific effort! And that's a good finish. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Now it's Batistuta. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pele. Pele! Brilliant from Pele! Sumptuous finish and absolute joy! Deep into injury time! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Israel give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And he's in on goal, shot a goal! And that's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling. Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that is as far as it goes. Israel can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. That'll be a throw. Nedved spots it and intercepts. Pelé, spread it left. He's found a way through. Played in. And he's taking no chances there. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left.
Can he finish? Bruno Fernandes. That's a good run down the left. Pelé. Vardiol gets over and intercepts. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Corinthians clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Pelé. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's there to get it away. Mateus! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Tries one from range. Now there's a terrific hit. Tries to play it through. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That's the keeper's ball. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Vinicius Junior has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Now it's Ronaldinho, driving on and making good progress. That's good vision. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Vinicius Junior powering forward here.
Corinthians definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Pelé will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's having a hit! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Israel with the corner, there first. Bruno Fernandes goes short. There's the shot! Goal! Israel! And Israel score first. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's tidy. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Ronaldinho looking for the run. Ronaldinho. And it's played in. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Israel have the chance to go the other way. Guardiola. And here's Ronaldinho. And this is Hazard. He's having a shot!
Israel really
shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Alexander-Arnold. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's found a way through. Cannavaro. Xavi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide. He chance! It's a sharp pass. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Israel up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Israel have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Back on the way then. Israel currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Israel have their second corner now. Xavi is onto this. He'll try from... In he goes again! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's having a go! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Israel have their third corner. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. And he shoots! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Çalhanoğlu. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Guardiola goes long and straight.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nedved. Mateus. Applies the finish! Just off target.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
And it's Messi.
Great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a promising position. Corner then. Corner number 4 coming up here. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Can he finish? Not a bad try by any means.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Team still separated by the game's only goal. Threads one in, and that is expertly dealt with. Oh, shooting chance! And and that's a tidy finish. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Gol marcado para Israel. Aos 17 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 19.
Israel are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
He's going for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Erdegaard pinged towards the front line. Israel are looking to go forward now. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, just the keeper now. Takes a shot! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Well, it was probably, for him, the best option, but then again, I'm not the best judge of that.
They're up to 5 corners now, and it's been taken short. And a chance! Has another go! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are disappearing out of sight!
Gol marcado para Israel.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
"3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Vinicius Junior. Xavi, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. And the shot! And that's in! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Aos 27 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 13.
Israel are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
Shot a goal! And that's past the post.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Time and again they are repelled. Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's being urged to shoot. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Nedved pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Just eases him off the ball. He came in hard, very hard. And here's Ronaldinho.
Oh, really well played.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 8. Sai para a entrada do jogador. Camisa 7. Substituição em andamento.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Stood up well to him there. Now, can they get him away? That is a great pick out. Eto'o. Azar. Bullet proves too strong. Might be... It's Bale! Oh, crossbar! And he's denied! Van Dijk clears without hesitation. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Eto'o. Played out to the left flank. Hazard.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Vai ser
Dembele
substituído pelo
plays it
jogador.
short.
Camisa 18.
Backward it goes. Chance for a shot! And he steered it beyond the post. Xavi. Nicely aimed pass.
6 minutos
And this
de
is Bale.
acréscimo.
It's a smartly directed ball. Kubo.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bullet. Bale. Out towards the flank. And he's been shifted off it. Bale! Keeper always had the measure of that.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Dembele goes short. And he's gone backward here. Decent chance! Oh, terrific save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Dembele with the short one. And it's Xavi. Kubo clears it away. And that will be it. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and this... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's Pele! And There's an early warning shot across the bow. Pele. Oh, now here's an interest. Pele! It's a loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He won't be happy with that one. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Great defending, strong and determined. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tchouaméni, searching pass he's played there. So we're still where we started right now. Now, can they get him away? Stam. Now it's Pele. Borussia Dortmund are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Now it's Pele. Alexander-Arnold. Tchouaméni. Now Foden. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Hakimi. Tchouaméni. And it's Messi. Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away? Xavi. Vinicius Junior. This looks promising. Now it's Nedved. Now that looks a decent ball. Tchouaméni to Messi. Howson. And it's Silva. Foden. Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Mbappe. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Pele. Mateus. Bruno Fernandes. He's looking wide. Pele. He's had it taken off him. Rafa Silva. Tchouaméni. And it's Messi. And here's Ferran Torres. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Nedved. He is through here. Real chance! And Dijk clears it. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Now it's Pele. That's going wide left. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Good ball, good take. Rafa Silva providing an outlet on that flank. So no flag here. Nedved. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. And time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. The midway point of the game.
Israel really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Israel clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Pelé. Vinicius Junior. And he's managed to get free. And he's got his cross in. And we have our very first corner. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. He's having a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The goal for Israel.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Pelé. That's destined for the flank. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And this is Silva. Oh, well played, well played. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Xavi, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
And that is exemplary defending.
If you were looking at the shopping list of what you need in a top defender, that's it.
He's got away, and a header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Can he finish? And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Substitution in progress. Substitution for Israel.
Israel can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Number 13.
No, that was never going to make it. Now it's Mbappe.
Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field.
Xavi.
Number 23.
Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's Ibrahimovic!
Number 20.
Israel are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. 1-0 the score.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's neat. Tries a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
And it's been taken short. Israel have the chance to go the other way. And Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Goes for goal! And that really should have been that.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Bale goes short. And this is Hazard. Oh, shooting chance! And how did he not put that away?
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
That pass isn't the best.
Borussia Dortmund appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for options for movement.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
No, again there's no way through. Looking to play him in. Ferran Torres. Tries to play it through. Ferran Torres with the delivery. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that's a good ball. Ibrahimovic.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. So that's it. It is all over. Israel have done it. Yes. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. Not the most accurate pass. He's picked his way through. And the ball is out of play. Vinicius Junior. Spread out to the left. And this is Pele. That's going wide left. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the finish! That was quite a hit. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I know people are probably going to knock me as being biased towards my trade, but when you have someone like this fellow, Josko Guardiola, on your side, it's hard not to pick him out. Such an extraordinary defender with an unconventional style, incredibly quick, and so good at carrying the ball forward. Keep your eyes on him.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Nedved. Now, what about a counter-attack? Great vision. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's Xavi. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Pele has the space to scheme. And the shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target. Israel with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And this is Xavi. Shoots! Corner number 2 then. Bruno Fernandes goes short. Chance! It's anyone's ball now. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Xavi is offering a wry smile there.
Israel have their third corner. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. And he shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Corner number 4 coming up here. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Shot a goal! And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's been shifted off it. Driving on and making good progress. He's shifting through the gears here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Israel have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Engages and forces him off the ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He is through here. It is a corner. They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short, and this is Xavi. Opts to... There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose. Bruno Fernandes! Ball is over the line. Xavi. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. And it's been taken short. And he's gone backward here. Takes a shot! Goal! Israel! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Al 32esimo minuto, numero 14.
Israel have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Oh, it's Dembele. And no, he's seen through all of that. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Yamal. Vinicius Junior.
Israel really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Yamal. And he's managed to get free. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Pelé. Vinicius Junior. Oh, it's come loose. And a chance! And a neat finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Israel are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
And it's made its way to him.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Vinicius Junior. Xavi, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Rafael Varane. And it's Bruno Fernandes. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Israel sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. And we are back underway. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. Two goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Ha segnato al 50° minuto, numero 4.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Mateus knocks it into space. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Israel clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Pelé. Vinicius Junior. And this is Pelé.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Now it's Pelé. He shifted it to the flank. Yamal. That has been cut short. Van Dijk. That's a lovely, neat pass. That is good strength. And Guardiol. That's the throw. Showing great feet there. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Nedved. Mateus. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vinicius Junior. Xavi is always looking to break lines. And Mateus. Now it's Pele. He's looking wide. He's found a way through. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Yamal. In with the challenge. Cannavaro. Rafael Varane. Nedved. And Mateus. Now it's Pele. That's destined for the flank. That's where it came from. And he's taking no chances there. It's a lucky 7th corner. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. And this is Judge, surely! Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Cannavaro simply refused to be outdone there. Rafael Varane. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Pele. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. And it's Neymar. Messi. Neymar. Tries to pass it through. It's a goal kick. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! They're back within reach! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Inter Milan making further changes here, and in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And he cuts out the supply. This is a promising build-up. Gibbs White. He won't be happy with that one. That pass isn't the best. Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Ferran Torres looking to receive it in space. That is ended up in no man's land. Here's Zielinski. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out
Ci
wide.
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
And Messi! Oh, crossbar! And the number on the board is 3. Mateus does well to get it back. Van Dijk. Now, can they get him away? And this is Bale. Now goes for a shot! That is special! Gareth Bale! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Israel, and that's it. So a real